lovelies, I'm Ariel and this is Maven Unmasked, and welcome to your unboxing and first impressions video for the Akashic Tarot by Sandra Ann Taylor and Sharon Ann Klingler. So this deck has been published by Hay House. It just came out this year, 2017. It is 62 cards and the guidebook, so it's not traditionally the 78 cards that you would find in a traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck style. This one, just from first impressions, I haven't even looked at the images at all, really, or opened this baby up. As you can see, she's still sealed nice and tight. But just the vibe that I'm getting from holding it in my hands, it makes me think of the Doreen Virtue decks. It makes me think of the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. It makes me think of the Guardian Angel Tarot. Just the vibe that I'm getting from holding it into my hands. So that's just my initial impression before really opening the box. So let's go ahead and do that. Been waiting a little while for this to be released, a few months maybe. It just came out. So I'm like, let's go ahead and take a look at it. I'm really excited that it's called the Akashic Tarot. So we will see what that is all about. The back of the box says, find the answers you seek, attract your greatest love, uncover mystical histories and unknown futures. The Akashic Tarot is an astoundingly accurate tool for predicting the future, unveiling hidden insights, and unleashing new powers. This unique 62-card deck can transport you to the Great Hall of Records to help you discover the unknown. It can also reveal ancient and new talents, unexpected victories, imminent rendezvous, unmet allies, and the steps to untold prosperity. The Akashic Tarot is designed to access the profound energy and unlimited information that make up the Akashic Records, which are great fields of wisdom and power that transcend time and space and are immediately available to all. With each card, you can connect with a powerful Akashic force and open to the psychic currents that are always flowing between you and the Akashic realm. This deck will help you connect with your spirit guides, ascended masters, angels, and loved ones in spirit. With the turn of a card, you can enter the Akashic world. So, very nice. The cover design is by Nick C. Welsh, and the cover art is by Cherry Polk. Again, this is by Hay House Publishing. If you all have questions about what exactly the Akashic Records are and how to answer them for yourself, how to explore them, enter them for yourself, please be sure to head over to my other channel with my dear friend Alyssa Miller of Greenlight Messages. The channel is called Mystic Minds 999. We do have a video up there where we discuss what exactly are the Akashic Records, what they contain, and how you can access them for yourself, as well as our experiences within the records. So Mystic Minds 999 and the Akashic Records video. So without further ado, nice, sturdy, typical Hay House box. It's not a shiny box. It's kind of more of a matte finish, which I like. Okay, and so here we go. Right, okay. Nothing special inside of the box cover. I always like to look because sometimes there may be little nice surprises in there, words, but nothing for this deck. Okay. Oh, what is this? Some glue on the guidebook. There we go. Get that off. So the guidebook is actually pretty thick for its size, which I really find exciting. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the guidebook. How many pages is it? Before we get to about the authors and the artists, it's about 213 pages of spreads, meanings, and about this deck. And then the other remaining pages are about the artists, as well as which artist designed which cards. And then about the authors, Sharon and Sandra, who are sisters. I believe they're twins. I could be wrong, but I think they're twins. Alrighty, alrighty. So you have your table of contents here. Okay. An introduction to the Akashic world, opening the records through the Akashic Tarot, about this card deck, how to read the cards, spreads for the Akashic Tarot, and the meanings of the cards. The major arcana, and then it goes into the minor arcana. Now, this particular deck the suits are different. So you have the suit of scrolls, which I'm assuming is the suit of swords. The suit of roses, which I'm going to assume is the suit of cups. The suit of forces, which I'm going to assume is the suit of wands. And then the suit of keys, I'm going to assume is the suit of pentacles, but I could totally be wrong. I don't know, so we'll see. So introduction to the Akashic world. The Akashic records are fields of energy and information that contain all wisdom, along with all the technical, scientific, and creative knowledge throughout time. In terms of both your individual history and all the truths of the universe, every energetic vibration of thought and experience is held in the records. The records include your past lives and all your potential futures, as well as unending information about the workings of the universe, including scientific discovery, medical advancement, and all sorts of creative inspiration. So that's just a little bit from the introduction into the Akashic world. Okay. So let's see, opening the records through the Akashic Tarot, the history of tarot, the major and minor arcana. I'm just looking to see if it will tell me that what is what. Okay. So the suits of the minor arcana, it starts on page 12. The suit of roses compromises relationships, emotions, families, children, homes, personal and inner conflicts, and communities in life. The family, and not only, it represents not only the family, but also those who have an affinity with that family. Okay, so I will say that that feels like cups to me, even though it's got some pentacles element with the family aspect, but I think I'm going to call that cups for me. The suit of scrolls reflects the world of mind, communication, and study. So yes, the suit of swords. The suit of keys represents the values, wealth, success, worth, abundance, career, and authority. So yes, suit of keys is pentacles. Good job, Ariel. Yay. The suit of forces is all about energy, consciousness, and natural law, which is a little bit different from wands, but because of, it's all about that energy and the vital power of energy, I will say the suit of forces is wands. So awesome, yay. The people of the minors and majors, it says all the people shown throughout the minor and major arcana, including the queens, kings, ascended masters, and angels, can represent individuals in your life. So I assume that there's archangels and ascended masters as personalities or court cards in the suit, along with the king and queen. Okay. As a commitment to your own inner discovery and awakening of powers, take some time to contemplate the symbolism held within the cards. The Akashic Tarot has a deep mythological history that, with study, can bring a more profound understanding of life and spirituality. So allow your work with the tarot to help you with more than just personal events. Let it help you to find the deeper powers and spiritual meaning in life. And then it goes into how to read the cards. Alrighty, card placement and telling time, the Wheel of Life, different spreads, and then we get into the card meanings themselves. There is a little tiny reproduction of the card here. Unfortunately, it's not a color image and it's so tiny, but that's okay. It gives the name of the card, and then it gives the upright meaning, the reversed meaning, and the Akashic force. For the major arcana, does it do that for the minors as well? Yes, it does. So the upright meaning, the reversed, and the Akashic force. Okay, and then it goes like that through all of the suits. And now let's take a look at this. Interesting. Okay, so we go from the Seven of Roses, if we're in the suit of roses. Let me just check and make sure there's nothing coming before that I'm missing before I open my mouth. No. Okay. So you have the One of Roses all the way to the, One of Roses, all the way to the Eight of Roses. And then we skip 9 and 10, and we skip Page and Knight, and we jump from 8 of Roses straight into the Queen of Roses. Okay, who also has an upright meaning, a reversed meaning, and an Akashic force reading. Then we go into the King of Roses, and then we start into the next suit. So I'm just kind of wondering where the angels and things are. King of Keys, Queen of Keys. And it doesn't say anything about angels, so maybe I'm missing something or skipped through it in the book. But we shall see. So that is the guidebook, y'all. Alrighty, so now to the cards. They come all bound. Oh, I think the backs are really, really pretty. They're really, really pretty. I really like the image on the back. I think it's clean. I think it almost wants to transport me to another time, just the style of it. The elegance of it is what it feels like is probably the better word to use, the elegance of it. They have a nice soft feel, you know, that non-glossy cardstock, pretty matte, smooth, feels good to the touch. Card thickness is, you know, pretty good. They're flexible, but they're not flimsy. Okay, so really, really nice cardstock. I like that they're not gilded. If you watch my deck reviews, you know how I feel about the gilding of cards. So I appreciate that. Taylor Sisters, thank you. Or Taylor and Klingler, thank you. Now, let's take a look at the cards. So the first card we have is the Oracle of Delphi. So I assume this would be, well, maybe I shouldn't assume, you know, and try to compare it to regular tarot since it's really not. But for my brain, the Oracle of Delphi would make me think of a combination between the Magician and the High Priestess. Okay. We have the Akashic Library. Okay. Really beautiful. Okay. Archangel Gabriel. So here's an Archangel. He's number 3. So maybe I will... Well, if I think about Archangel Gabriel in terms of being the 3rd card, in terms of the number 3 in tarot relating to the Empress, and the Empress being the mother in tarot and being heavily pregnant, and then I think of Archangel Gabriel and making the announcement to the Mother Mary that she's going to be pregnant and have, you know, baby Jesus and all of that, then I'm kind of like, okay, I can make that connection there. But that's just for me, so please, I hope I'm not confusing anybody by trying to like make my own associations with this as I'm kind of flipping through it. 4 is birth. So we have the announcement with Gabriel, and then we have the birth, so interesting. Hilarion, our Ascended Master Hilarion here. I love that for the healing. I think it's great he would be in the Hierophant position, number 5. Ooh, I like this as well. Okay, now I kind of want to look in the guidebook for this one. So, I don't know if you guys can see, but here's Hilarion here, and he's got his lovely green energy, green right here. But then there's ghosts, there's spirits of days gone by in the place. So now I'm like, ooh, that's pretty cool. The medium in me is like, oh, I love it, I love it. So let's take a look and see what the guidebook says about that. Okay, Hilarion. Alrighty. Seen here with spirit and the implements of study and scientific discovery, Hilarion is a powerful ascended master and a wonderful connection to the font of information that the Akashic records hold. He is the master of research, science, truth, healing, logical mind, concrete knowledge, and spirit communication. So if you've been thinking about pursuing an endeavor in these areas, now is the time to start. Okay. Very, very interesting. It's time to open to this master's energy if you have a job that involves any type of evidence detection and drawing conclusions from that discovery. These types of jobs include scientific research, mediumship, forensic activity, the law, medical testing, and more. Very cool. Very awesome. Very awesome. That sounds like some scorpionic careers, the detective, the research, the mediumship, but I love that that was depicted in this card. Very beautiful. Okay. The Divine Physician is the next one. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Fated Meeting. So sweet. You know, Some people you are just destined to meet. Okay, number 8, Archangel Raphael. Some more healing here. I love that he's got this beautiful, beautiful pink energy coming out of his heart chakra, and he's holding, you know, this green healing light in his hand. That's beautiful. Archangel Michael is number 9, to protect and serve. The light of the world is number 10, which I would think is similar to the Hermit, right? The Ark of the Covenant. Okay. So definitely lots of Christian or perhaps even religious influence in this deck. If that's something you're into or not into, be mindful of that. We have the Scribe. I wasn't planning on showing you all of the cards, but we may go through quite a bit. Oh, this is interesting. The Buddha prepares. Preparing, making your way, preparing the way. Ooh, Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. Okay, beautiful. So I love the connection to the Ascended Masters in this. I love the connection to the angels in this. Not sure how I feel about the Ark of the Covenant card, but we'll see as I work with it. The Muse. Okay. The object of desire and affection. It's number 15, which is associated with the Devil in Tarot. So, Caught in the Ruins, 16, the Tower card. So there's similarities. I could also maybe say that this is like the 8 of Swords or something like that. But it's Tower since we're still in Major Arcana. The Lookout, interesting image. Some interesting, really, really interesting images here. Okay, let's not show all of them. Oh, this is pretty. Will, Wisdom, and Mind. Very interesting. This has more of that energy oracle feel to it because Sandra Ann Taylor did do the energy oracle. That's also by Hay House if you are interested in that. That's another oracle deck she's done. Uriel and the Sphinx. I wonder what Archangel Uriel has to do with the Sphinx other than the higher wisdom and learning. Oh, I don't know what this word is. Add some? Number 22. So let's take a look at that since I don't know what it is. We've got some more spirit people kind of hanging out in the card, and I really like that. It's probably my favorite thing I've seen so far in this deck is the inclusion of spirit people in it. Okay, so add some. An angel bends and whispers, add some, I arrive, I am here, I attend you. Add some is a single word that has many, many meanings. First, it affirms your own strength and focus in the present. You can use it as a command word whenever you find yourself distracted from what's at hand. Say, add some, I am here, and feel yourself attend to the situation or person before you. This word also declares your arrival at your goals and all your wishes coming true. Say, add some, I arrive, and take a moment to see yourself reaching your goals. Absolutely. This card also reminds you to be assured that no matter what's happening in your life, Spirit is always there for you. So, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Beautiful. So your Spirit team is always behind you. Love it. Okay, so that's the major arcana, and now we're getting into the minor. So we start with the One of Scrolls, which is like the Ace of Swords on track. So at a train station. Do you know where you want to go? Oh, Two of Scrolls, Two Worlds. Interesting. So we're weaving straw into gold. You know, it's not as luxurious in here as it is out there, but we still have wealth within because we have this bag of coins that's spilled down on the table. We know how to make wealth out of what we have. Okay, so very, very interesting. Very nice. Okay, Ooh, the Four of Scrolls, the Karmic Trench. interesting to think about. Okay. Intricacies and industry, the 7 of Scrolls. Paying attention. Okay. 8 of Scrolls, paths unknown. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Scrolls, which is the image on the front of the deck, and the King of Scrolls. So part of me almost wonders too, if you think of the Akashic records and scrolls, that makes me think of like your soul contract. So very, very interesting. So then we have 1 of Roses, commitment. Okay. Aw, 3 of Roses, loving elementals. So our fairy friends, our unicorns, our dragons, our, you know, elves and gnomes and brownies and sprites and mermaids and all that good stuff. Oh, I like this one. 4 of Roses, views of the ego. So what does your ego see versus your higher self versus just you as a soul? View of the ego. What does the ego see? Does the ego disrupt your view? 6 of Roses, the War of the Roses. Okay. Alrighty, the journey, Sangha, 8 of Roses, community. Okay. The Queen of Roses, who's gorgeous. Okay. And the King of Roses. Yay! Nice to see a person of color, particularly a man of color, in a deck. Lovely. So the 1 of Forces, the 1 of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Akashic Field. And that's beautiful. And doesn't it look like Aurora Borealis? I'd love to see that one day in person. The 2 of Forces, the Willow. Okay. The Bird's Nest. So these are almost like the uncontrollable forces of nature. It feels like spring and autumn. We've got summer, winter. Beautiful. The Waterfall. Balance. And the Law. Okay. The Lightning Bolt. So like the Tower. Okay. Oh, I like this image. The Queen of Forces. She balances the sun and the moon, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. She stands on land and in water. Beautiful. Harmonious. The King of Forces. I love this as well. We've got the stag, the wolf, and the rabbit. Okay. So let's see. The 2, we have the 1 of Keys, and we have the 2 of Keys, the treasure. Okay. 3 of Keys, the chess game, so mental strategy. Okay. 4 of Keys, clearing the way from an obstacle in our path so we can keep moving straight on. Okay. This is interesting. 6 of Keys. In crescent moon, so creativity, inspiration, new moon manifesting is what I feel like from this card. Okay, and then we have the Master Artisan for the 8 of Keys, so being well paid for your craft and your skill. Okay, so like the 8 of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Keys and the King of Keys to conclude. All right, so really, really lovely. Again, I like how they feel in my hand. I think this deck would be really good for past life readings, of course. I also think that this deck may be good for those who are more intermediate or advanced readers, since it's not following the traditional tarot structure. For those who don't really care about the traditional tarot structure and are really attracted to this deck, of course, pick up a copy and check it out. Again, I still very much feel like it's along that lighter, I don't want to say fluffier, but that lighter energy, that softer energy of Doreen Virtue decks. Okay. So, no, we're not there yet. So right now I'm just going to pull a card for us. So I call in the angels, guides, ancestors, and loved ones in spirit of anyone who's watching this video, whenever they're watching this video, to bring us through a message for our best and highest good from the Akashic Tarot. So, what does the Akash kind of want us to focus on right now, I guess is the question. What do we need to do, know, work on? I feel like you. Ooh. Views of the ego. Views of the ego. So I feel like we are being encouraged to see where your ego has helped you, where it has hindered you, your growth, your development, money-making skills, networking skills. How do you look at yourself in the mirror? How do you view yourself? How do you think others view you? How do you want others to view you? Is that impacting how you view yourself? Okay. Do you look, when you look in the mirror, are you happy with what you see? Not necessarily the physical appearance, but through your eyes are the windows to your soul. Look through your eyes when you look at yourself in the mirror. Don't look at your face, your teeth, you know, your hair, all of that. Look eye to eye, connect to your soul through your eyes, to have a new view of yourself, to take the ego out of your view. Okay, but know that the ego also protects us. So sometimes the views of the ego are actually there for our benefit and protection. It's just about learning to differentiate where is where are these egoic views coming from? Are they stemming from a place of pride and insecurity and the need for dominance or to prove something to yourself or somebody else? Or is it coming from a place of, hey, maybe this isn't the best place for you or where you need to be, or from a more self-protective kind of view? Because that's why we have ego, to protect ourselves. And it's also a bit of a challenge for us on our spiritual path. So that is my little reading on the Four of Roses. Alrighty, but I'm Ariel, and this has been Maven Unmasked with the Akashic Tarot by Sandra Ann Taylor and Sharon Ann Klingler. Deck review, unboxing, and first impressions. If you'd like to get a reading with me, please check out my website, www.mavenunmasked.com, under the Book of Readings tab. Have a great one, lovelies, and happy shuffling. Bye.